Practice of English grammar in use, Unit 2, Present Simple, I do, Section D and E by Raymond Murphy. Presenting by Muhammad Naman Siddiqui. We use the present simple to say how often we do things. For example, I get up at 8 o'clock every morning. So at 8 o'clock every morning, I usually get up. So I do these things very often. Very often means regularly, so it's present simple. Julie doesn't drink tea very often. So Julie does not drink tea very often. So this is also present simple because she has habit of not drinking tea very often. Julie is equal to she, so she does not. She does not. Robert usually goes away 2 or 3 times a year. Robert has a habit of going away, going abroad 2 or 3 times in a year, every year. So it's regularly, every morning, regularly, very often is present simple. Robert is equal to he, so we add es with the main verb go, that is goes. We make it goes. Robert usually goes away 2 or 3 times a year. Now see section E, I promise, I apologize. If we have these 2 words, these 2 sentences actually, I promise, this is present simple. Sometimes we do things by saying something is present simple. For example, when you promise to do something, you can say, I promise I will come. Here, I am promising to someone that I will come. So I promise. Here I am saying I promise or I swear I will come. When you suggest something, you can say, I suggest you to do business. I suggest you to do business. This is present simple. I promise, I won't let. So some people might say, I am promising. No, I am promising is not okay. I promise, I won't let. Or I promise I will be on time. What do you suggest I do? What do you suggest I do? I suggest you to do the job. In the same way, I apologize, I advise, I insist, I agree, I refuse. So all are present simple. Example, I apologize for my mistake. Earlier I did some mistake or I did a mistake. So I am apologizing for that. So what should I say? I apologize for my mistake. Not I am apologizing. This is not correct. I apologize for my mistake. I advise you to attend the class regularly. I advise you. I insist you to do exercise at least twice in a week. I insist you to do exercise at least twice in a week. Twice in a week means regularly. And second is I insist also is there. So this is present simple. I agree with you. Present simple. I agree. I refuse to join the job. I refuse. So I apologize, I advise, I insist, I agree, I refuse. All are present simple. Complete the exercise 2.3. Complete the sentences using these verbs. Sometimes you need the negative also. Negative. So believe, eat, flow, go, grow, make, rise, tell, translate. First one, the earth. So the earth is it goes round the sun. We have added es with the main verb go, as the earth refers is equal to it. The earth goes round the sun. It goes round the sun. Rise in cold climates. So you know that rice doesn't grow in cold climates. So here is a grow and this is negative sentence. Rice and cold climates, there is an inverse relationship. So when there is an inverse relationship, this is negative sentence. So rice doesn't grow in cold climates. The sun rises in the east. The sun eat. The sun is equal to eat. Now see the example 4. Bees make honey. Bees is plural, they. So when it is they, we have to use the simple form of verb. Bees make honey. Vegetarians don't eat meat. Vegetarians don't eat meat. Vegetarians, it's a plural form. There are a number of vegetarians. So I use don't eat meat. Vegetarians and meat is an inverse relationship there. An inverse relationship exists between vegetarians and meat. So vegetarians don't eat meat. An atheist and ... in God. This is also negative relationship or inverse relationship. So an atheist is one person. So an atheist, he does not believe in God. So there is an inverse relationship between an atheist and with the God. So an atheist does not, as it is, an atheist is one person, he does not believe in God. An interpreter, the one person, what he does, an interpreter translates, because he translates. An interpreter is one person and it refers he. So he translates. I have to add s with the main verb translate. So an interpreter translates from one language into another. Liars are people who, and the ... truth. So it's a negative relationship because liars are people. Liars is a plural. So they don't tell the truth. Don't tell. Liars are people who don't tell the truth. The river Amazon, 1. The river Amazon flows into the Atlantic Ocean. The sun rises in the east. Please correct here. The sun rises in the east. Bees make honey. Here bees is equal to they, a group. So we use present form of verb make to complete the sentence. Vegetarians don't eat meat. It's a negative sentence, as the vegetarians never eat meat. Here vegetarians is equal to they. So a community, a group of people. So we use don't. An atheist doesn't believe in God. Explanation. It's a negative sentence, as atheists are disbeliever in God. Here an atheist, one atheist, so we use doesn't believe. An interpreter translates from one language into another. Here an interpreter is equal to he, so he translates from one language into another. Liars are people who don't tell the truth. This is a negative sentence, as liars don't tell the truth. Liars is equal to they, so we use don't tell.